Hey y'all, how you doing? How are you? I hope you're doing very well. Listen, I have something that I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about something that people literally don't even want to talk about. The struggles of the school year and what we go through. I'm going to let a few people tap in. Definitely, I don't own the rights to this song, but I do want to say a few words. I won't keep you long. This will be a nice, intimate chat, just to get the churns, the mind going, the conversation churning, going forward. Because we can't talk about it all in one setting, but we can bring up some things that are important to us while our children go to school, whether they're little kids, whether they're adult children, whether they're teenagers in high school. But it's very important that we have that conversation. Sorry, y'all. So, let's see. Let me get this right. Sorry. So, as an educator, I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to fix something real quick. As an educator, I've seen so much in the classroom, and I've had a lot of challenges that have challenged me as an educator due to the mental stability and the aggressiveness of a person's progress as they go through the school year, right? So what I mean by that, when you first meet them, everybody's hunky-dory. You know, they got their pen, paper, they got the new glasses. They make sure, everybody makes sure, you know, they got their new glasses for the school year. Everybody makes sure they have their little, you know, little markers, all that. But nobody really talks about how we're going to make sure the person has the ability to cope while they're in school. Meaning, the teacher, or if you want to call them an educator, the parents, and the students, right? Nobody want to talk about that. It's like one of those unspoken subjects. Like, we see little Johnny or little Tutu going through, or we see the teenage learner going through, or we notice the adult learner struggling. But nobody wants to talk about it because guess what? Oh, we can't, or we don't want to assume, or if they didn't tell us that they had an IEP, we can't ask them, do they have one? Are you on meds? We can't ask those things. We can't go in and say, hey, I see your kid twitching. Are they a little this or that? Whatever in the cognitive area. But as an educator, I noticed my struggle was dealing with that student once they got to the school and the parent goes, bye, I'm dropping you off. Or, hey, I just graduated. I'm up here without my parents and now I'm grown and I'm doing me. Or I'm an adult and I can't cope and I'm about to freak out on you. I've had so many instances where high schoolers and college students and reoccurring adults that came back for education because I taught high school, college, and now adult learning. And I've seen where they have, my challenge was being able to handle them. And I don't mean like handle them. I don't want to be like, oh, I got to handle you, but being able to have good classroom management as well as keep my mental stability together, right? Because it weighs on you. It takes you to a whole nother level when you can't figure out what that brain is doing or what that person is doing. So what are we doing about it? So now we know we have some cognitive issues. We know we have some anxiety going on, like week 2, 3. At first, well, sometimes the first day, yep, the meet and greet. As an educator, and a lot of educators, if you're chiming in, seeing this now or later, you can say, like, day one, I knew. You can kind of tell. if they're doing certain mannerisms, or if they walk in a certain way, or if they sitting in the chair a certain kind of way, you know the signs. You see them. But what are we to do about it? Because you can't commingle with them. You can't offer things to them. You can't say, what do you call it? Basically, you can't give them meds. You can't give them advice. You can't give them medical advice. You can't do none of that as an educator. But a mom, dad, caretaker, guardian can. But how do we support that mom, dad, caretaker, or guardian? Or how do we support the adult learner? Well, I got some suggestions. Now, if you're having some cognitive issues yourself as an educator, and you need a coach because you done came up in here a little off balance, they can tell that too in you. They can tell that too in you, like you about to snap, or either you're real snippy. That was one of my things. Other people, I match other people's energy. That's what I do as an educator. But with these different things that I have put in place, it kept me from tipping over, right? I've been threatened. I've seen people fall out. I've seen people run out. I've seen people spaz out. I've seen people do some things that could potentially harm themselves, whether they were in high school or adult learners. It didn't matter. I've seen it. I've been teaching for 15 years. So when I got my hands on these items that I'm gonna talk to you about tonight, it was a game changer, to the point where I've even had a student send somebody to me and ask me, please, can you patch me? Like literally, like, can you patch me now? I've had students that were suicidal. I remember one year a student taught at a school, and she actually unalived her children. I taught her for a few days, not much, but she literally unalived her children. So what happens when we need to protect ourselves, protect our mind as educators, protect the students, protect the parents, guardians, and be there to support them as well? Because what are they going through at the house? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's going to watch this, but I know it's for somebody. Before you start school, we need to put some things in place. Not just the shopping trip to go get the new shoes, the gym uniform, paper, pen, markers, highlighters. I don't know. Something a little bit more deeper than that. Because if you notice that when we do get a student that we do find out that's on some kind of medication, that medication makes them act a whole nother way. Lethargic, sleeping, disconnected, unconcerned about their educational journey, health, body, all of that. And it's very important that we give some solutions. But if I can catch you before the school start, if I can just catch you before you start opening up your classroom, or directors of the schools, before your educators come to the school, when you all talking to your educators, they come for the meeting before school open. If I can talk to the directors of the schools, I impress upon you to have these items for this information. Tag them, share it. It doesn't matter. If you're not a teacher and you know a teacher, if you know a teacher, you know they've struggled. They've had stories. They've come home and said them. I know my kids are like, Lord, if she tell us one more story, right? Mom, dad, guardians. We have senior guardians that are taking care of kids and doing the job of the parents. We have aunts, uncles taking over. We have godparents taking over. But what can I do to help you? I have 5 things that I want to share with you. Okay? First of all, we're going to talk about focus, right? How to get the student focused. How to get them, or the teacher, or your coworkers, because you do have some coworkers that be like a little off too, a little spazzy, right? That need some help. Hey, girl, I seen this lady talking. This might help you this new term, this new school year, or whatever, right? So focus is these patches here. And it helps with the brain, right? So I'm going to show you a patch. This is the size of the patches, right? All of the patches. And if you ever look at them real close, and this may not be something you could see all the way, but if you ever look at them real close, you definitely could see that there's like a pattern. So we call it Braille for the brain. A lot of students aren't focused. They're on these medications. It's messing up their bodies. They're not able to retain. They're not able to do nothing, right? Sometimes they just sitting there lethargic, despondent, or they can't even focus. Maybe they need glasses, and then now the glasses aren't there, so now they can't even concentrate, right? I don't know, or see what you're doing. What about the educators just like totally like not doing well because guess what? At home he got something going on, their health, right? So everybody could get focused with this. The educators, your co-workers, the directors, the students, the parents. Parents got to get focused. Y'all off of summertime. Now you got to get with it. Now you got to send the kids to bed early. All that. We'll talk about that in a second. But the focus patch will help the cognitive abilities to get balanced so they can be able to say, you know what, I'm in my zone, ready to be in school, right? So I say these things that I'm going to tell you about, I believe that you should get them started before they get in school. Now, in AZ, I think they started school last week, but it's never too late, okay? If your kid is a pill popper, hi, TT. If your kid is a pill popper, or you're a pill popper, or your adult learner, I'm talking you as a teacher, or the adult learner is a pill popper, meaning you're taking things to cope. But it also has side effects. These don't have side effects. They don't have any contraindications. They do not have any ingredients on them. And for the mom and dad and the people that are going to pick up these prescriptions and giving it to themselves or either someone else, if you ever notice, their behavior is off, man. You know, they not focused. They may not be all over the place. You know, this is not only for people that are on the spectrum or the ADHD. This is not just for them. It's for people that just need to get focused and balanced. But I'm a teacher and I'm going to read this off to you. So I'm going to teach you something tonight about focus. So the focus patch, let's read about it. The focus patch is going to enhance focus and attention, help give you clarity, enhance memory. Who doesn't need that? These people aren't even remembering. What I noticed when I would give a workshop or do like some steps, if I tell them, hey, write the notes, take copious notes, they don't even do that. Oh, I got it. I'm good. Either they too good to take the note or it didn't even come with paper and pen. They ain't even remember at orientation to even come with the paper and pen. So it gives you clarity, enhanced focus, attention, and enhanced memory. Who doesn't want that for their student or for themselves? Parents, you can't even remember to grab the keys or to sign a trip slip or to sign the paperwork that you need to sign. Oh, I forgot. Teachers calling, talking about, and I've called plenty of times when I had my high school program. Hey, listen, Abigail can't start or can't do XYZ because we don't have the form. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I just got a lot on my plate. Bam, parents, here you go. Teachers, oh, I was supposed to do grades. I was supposed to check them in. I was supposed to make sure they sign the roster. Make sure I look at the uniform. If you're not a uniform type school, make sure I get them in class. Do the head count. Teachers, educators, focus. Directors, I'm all over the place. I ain't got this done. I got to do this. I got to do that. I don't want to stand in no director's shoes because it's a lot. And you can't judge. But they get forgetful too. So they're not God. They're human, right? But you want to give them grace while they're telling you to give the student grace while you're going through. So then you got to walk in your grace and just pray to God give you grace and mercy that you can stay focused to do what you got to do. Okay? Caregivers, guardians, focus. You need to get XYZ. You just got this kid, or you had this kid all these years. It's been a lot. You're overwhelmed. Let's get you focused before the school year starts. Okay? That's one thing. Okay? Now, Defend. Defend is a phenomenal patch. You know that we have all kind of illnesses that come in, and people are in classrooms and they're not staying home. The parents or the guardians can't stay home with the ill students, so they send them to school anyway. Or as an adult learner, they come to school anyway because they can't afford to miss whatever it is. Hours, credits, doesn't matter. Money is always surrounded around something. And for the school attendance, me, if I had a private school, everybody be getting patched at the door. You get a patch, you get a patch, you get a patch, you get a patch. To defend your immune system, right? So if you're not feeling good, remember we used to go to the nurse's office, say, go to the nurse's office, and she give you whatever. I ain't going to say what she giving you because I don't want nobody to get on me about, I didn't do that. Whatever. Peace of mind, lay on the cot, whatever your mom wrote in or forgot to write in, your inhaler, you know, now you got to remember that. The breathing is off. You got anxiety going on. Now you're not feeling well. Some kids are coming in with diabetes. Their blood sugar level is dropping. They got to go to the, nurse to get their little insulin shot. Well, how about we have these inside of our private schools with the approval of the parents? But I wish public would go public with these. But if you can't, okay, but you're hearing about it, and you could get them for yourself. And you can have them in on your children before they leave, or on yourself if you're not feeling well. Educators don't come to school, they don't get paid. Bottom line. Educators they come to school, they get sick from other students. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to help you. Come teach my class. Or either find a coverage. What if you don't know who to call? But you still got to stay well. So let's stay well now. Let's get our bodies built up. Let's get our bodies built up with Defend. And let me teach you about Defend. If you're just hopping on, I'm your favorite, America's favorite educator. I don't know if you all voted for me, but I'm still going to teach no matter what. Right? So this is the Defend patch. Protect your well-being like never before. This helps with your immune system. It helps with your blood flow. It helps with getting over something that you may acquire, and it helps you not get it and help you not keep it long if you get it, whatever the it is. Whether it is a seasonal sickness, or if it's a global sickness, or if it's just, any kind of sickness when it comes to your immune system. All right, so let's talk about it. So that is the Defend patch. So the Defend patch, and this is what I'm reading from, so I'm not making none of this up. Bump, 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 right? The Defend patch is greater immune support. So it supports. I'm not making no medical claims. I'm going to say that now. But it's greater immune support. It enhances blood flow. It factors recovery. It's faster recovery. You can factor that in. Faster recovery, improved natural healing. It's a holistic thing, right? No ingredients, no supplements, no side effects. And it helps with allergies. It literally says it. Okay? So, you need this patch. And to defend yourself while you're in these closed rooms, or either if you come in contact with somebody that has something, patch it, defend yourself, okay? Defend, all right? That's a second patch. Now, the third patch is peace. Baby, listen. I'm talking to the parents and the educators and the directors. We need peace, man. We need peace before we even start taking roll call, before we even come to the school to get the classroom dressed up, before we start buying our little special shoes we got to stand in, before we go out and get whatever we need, our little binders and books, and before we even get our license. Like I hung up on the wall, we need peace. We need peace. Because if your body is in turmoil before you even get ready to go teach, you messed up already. You got to be at peace. If your body is in turmoil before you even start talking to your kid about getting ready for school, now you got anxiety. You got to pay fees. You got to go get clothes. You got all this different different challenges with the parents, or either if you're a caretaker and a what do you call it? Guidance, you know what I'm saying. If guardian, now you got all this on your brain. Now I got to come up with money for this. I got to come up with that. I got to come up. And I ain't know she done went away, or he done went away, or this one ain't helping me. My coworkers aren't helping me get it together. My director ain't doing what I think they should be doing, because everybody has some kind of, need, right? But you all up in arms. Peace. The student, they're anxious. They're like, they don't know what to do. They're scared. It's freshman year. It's first grade. This kid won't talk to me. I don't know if they're going to like me. I never met my teacher before. I've never been away from my parent if they're younger kids. I'm new to the country. I got to go to this school. Or I'm new to this state, and now I got to go up in here. For the student, I don't know if I'm going to do good in third grade. I don't know if I'm going to do good as an adult learner. I'm just not going to school after how many years? What homework? Really? How am I going to receive the educator? I don't like her energy. I don't like the way he said hello. But if you just let people be who they're going to be and throw this patch on them, their whole body will be at peace. Period. So, peace patch. Let's talk about it. I'll teach you about the peace patch. The peace is going to balance you. Okay? It's going to manage and reduce stress. It has immediate calmness. So if you have a student that has testing anxieties, and you could drop that in the link in the chat. Who has testing anxiety? Who has anxiety before your new students come? I used to be a little nervous. Like, I ain't going to say used to. Like, when I would open up for my class before I started with the peace patch, internally I'll be trembling. But I got to come through strong and bold and looking good, looking the part, so I won't be treated or handled any kind of way once they get past that first day. Because if you let them see you sweat, baby, you already know how that is, right? So even if they're little people or big people, you need peace. They need peace. And if you have this going on as a parent yourself, you're at peace no matter what. You got them focused. They're at peace, right? They go together. You're doing homework. You're not good with the homework. You're not good with online homework. You're not good with in-school brick and mortar homework. Or they're giving a little pushback at the class or at home. This will give everybody peace. It will calm them down so they can pay attention, focus on what's important. Me, you, and the student. Me, the educator, you, the parents or the guardian, and the student. Need this. Bad, right? Okay. Now, and did I read that up? Yes. Immediate calmness, manage and reduce stress. Now, when you come and start talking about the sports teams, if they're on any sports, if they have to, do volleyball, baseball, whatever. We got that good old victory. Coaches. My cousin Kofi, he's a coach. I'm sure juggling being a school administrative psychologist, right, for the students for high school, And being a coach can come with a lot of challenges. What about the psychologists and the nurses and all? Let's go back to that. Come on. The nurses, anybody in the administration, the psychologists of the schools, the counselors. Y'all, we need counselors. Y'all be in there with everybody sick. I ain't going, right? We need this. So back to sports. If you're a team player or either a coach, you all need this. Your whole squad need this. The coach, the coach's coach. The people that come to the games, they come to your school, the coaches could tell them, hey, yo, listen, our school has, or our students have XYZ. Hey, Don, how you doing? Our school has XYZ, or my students are using this. If you're in college ball, you're in pro ball, you're in high school, little league. It's a lot of little league footballs and football teams, and a lot of little league baseball, volleyball. It don't matter what sport you're in, your student is in, or what you're coaching, or somebody in your family you know is in sports. They're going to need this because this has ability to give you more strength, stamina, balance, right? And it's the Super Patch Athletic Performance Patch, right? Like never before. So look at that. So let's talk about it. The Liberty Patch, right? Victory Patch. Enhanced athletic performance, more power, more strength, more balance and stability, enhanced stamina, more agility, enhanced neural function. Do you know what that means? That means that your neurological abilities are so much more heightened, and you're mentally, you're going to be balanced. You're going to be focused. You're going to be great. Okay. It reduces inflammation, which is so good. Now, I'm a teacher. I'm just talking about going back to school, but you can use this for anything, for any reason. Working out, it doesn't matter, right? Especially when they're doing their drills and trainings and workouts. Get them started on this so they can start building up. When you first get them and they say, oh, we're on, hey, mama, hi, boo-boo. We're on and popping. We about to, start working out and training and building and doing our drills and all that. Put it on them now. Not just for the sport or the game at game time. You put it on them now, right? If you have a school like we had a school, Evanston Township was the largest school in the nation, huge. We always had to walk all the way up to the 3rd and 4th floor or whatever, how many floor it was. But growing up, that was hard with books. That was so hard. We were snatched though. We looked good. And for the people that didn't lose weight from it, I'm sorry. I never was that skinny, but I did we stayed very, very, very fit, messing with those stairs. But look, we had to do gym. They don't even have a lot of gym that like we used to. But this will help during gym time, even if they're not in sports. Put this on your child, or put this on you as a coach, a gym teacher. Put it on you, right? Health and wellness teacher, like if you're doing, what are you doing? Track, or you're a health and wellness teacher where you have to do talk about, health and wellness. Add this into your, you could add this into your regimen of how to keep your muscles strong, all that good stuff, right? It's faster recovery. It enhanced neuropathy relief. It's a better range of motion, right? You get this with this patch and reduce inflammation. You get this with this patch. So if y'all just hopping on, I'm at your America's favorite educator, participant, teacher, everybody's favorite teacher, and maybe some not. But I'm teaching you about the different patches that will help before school start, because it's a lot of things you don't talk about. I have these frantic parents that I see through the years in the bleachers like, go, hurry up. And then they're yelling at the kid, why didn't you hold the ball? Why didn't you run faster? Why you this? Why you that? Because they want their kids to shine through their dream. I don't know. But then they be wanting to get their kids going wherever they got to go. If your kid's reaching out to be a pro baller or whatever, or in any type of teams or any type of sports, anything, gym or whatever, this is great for school. These are the things I'm talking about. What's great for school? Giving them peace. Calm that parent down from yelling at that student or that coach, yelling at them so much while they're in the game or while they're exercising. Or what about the teacher that liked to snap off real quick? I was very snappy because I got fed up. Bad. But here, boom. But not rude, snappy, but like to the point. Like it's XYZ, up, down, in, out. Nobody has time to play with your temper tantrums, right? So that would be one of my downfalls because you're freaking out. Now I'm going to match your energy. So anyway, that's what we're talking about. We got the Defend patch right here that helps with your immune system. It helps before you get sick. It helps while you're sick, and it helps to recover, right? And it helps shorten the recovery time. I'm not making no medical claims. Everybody's body is different. So these patches may take a little longer to work for others. So I just want you to know. Then we talked about focus. It helps with your memory. It helps with your cognitive abilities. It helps keep you focused. It helps balance your brain. And it gets you and your student and the parents and the guardians together. It gets you together. Last one. Folks ain't sleeping. And they be coming in the classroom falling asleep. I had a beautiful young man that I had the honor to take care of for 10 years. And one of the biggest things was he loved playing games all night. And I used to be like, you need to go to bed, man. And I'm a teacher. So even with my own kids, I used to be like, get in bed. Now my niece and nephews, they will go to sleep on you. They'd be like, I'm going to bed. They were great. My kids, I would literally do like this. And I say, go to sleep. And they would literally go to sleep. All right. They get older. They don't want to be asleep when we're asleep. They want to be on the phone. They want to be on these games. And so this particular young man would fall asleep during class and would stay in trouble because of it. But because he did not, the mind is racing. He got nervous energy, cognitive challenges, and the game is going, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knocked out. And who's watching somebody not be walked? Everybody should be asleep. So how about REM? What about the teacher that just can't get it together? They always coming in tired, aggy, annoyed because they have life going on and life be lifing. The director, the school affiliates, anybody on the educator team coming looking drained, baggy eyes, just can't take it. This is for you. You can get a good night of REM sleep, right? What about your kid? They're all over the place, bouncy, bouncy, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter the age. This is for newborns, women that are childbearing, elderly, older seasoned people. This is for everybody. These patches are for everybody, okay? So REM sleep, you know, your kid ain't sleeping, you need to patch them. Now, you're not going to leave a patch on 24 hours with the REM. You're going to take it off when they wake up. They're going to go get it together. You're going to go get it together. Everybody going to go get it together. The mom and dad that been up all night tussling over whatever, you know, bills. I hope my kid do well. We got to get to work. I don't have gas money. I got to catch an Uber. Whatever it is that keeps you up at night, mom and dad and guardians, this will help you. Whatever it is that will keep you up at night, educators, school officials, and coworkers, this is for you. Whatever keeps your child up, whether it's as young as school age, preschool, and they ain't going to sleep. I said go to bed. Now you want to whoop them. But don't be whooping on them. Whip this on them. Put this on them. Whip a patch on them. Don't whoop them. Because they don't need that memory, right? Don't whoop your kids. Let me come back from that one. Don't comfort me when I talk about that, okay? REM. Better sleep. All benefits of better sleep. If you sleep better, your metabolism is better. If you sleep better, you can think better. If you sleep better, you're kinder. If you sleep better, it will help with maybe acne. I even got one for kid acne, for teenage acne, the Lumi patch, but I don't have it over here right now. If you sleep better, maybe your digestive system will be better. If you sleep better, maybe you're not so lethargic in class and just like out of it. With the peace, focus, and the REM, you can't lose. Now, I know you're saying this chick done came up, talked about all these patches. I say at least get 4 of them. Now, if you're not teaching, this is still for you. If you don't have kids that are in school and they're not going to school, but you are just needing some help, this is for you. So, this is what I want to tell you. You can get 25% off plus free shipping. Okay? And you let me know what you want to do. Which one you want. You want all of them? You want one of them? You want some of them? What do you want? Right? 25% off, free shipping on however many packs you want. And just mention this lot. Drop it in the comment. Patch me. Whether you're a teacher, put you a teacher. If you are mom, guardian, dad, put for my children and myself. What if you want to patch a teacher and be like, I'm about to patch that teacher this year. They ain't about to get over on me, right? You can. What if you're a heavy smoker and you're like, you know what, I need to stop smoking so much while I'm teaching. Or I got to leave class because I'm an adult learner and I need a cigarette every few minutes. Wear a Kick It patch. Put the Kick It patch on so it can keep you balanced. Kick It patch overcomes bad habits and it fights cravings, any kind of cravings. Okay? These are the things that your nervous energy needs to be fed by: a chemical, a pill, a cigarette, an energy drink. I wouldn't even drink them. I hope I don't get banned. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't even fool with it. You want to boost your energy, let me know. I can get that done for you. No side effects. Yeah, it's a patch. You won't be bad. You'll be good. So, let this school year be a powerhouse school year. This is a conversation that I want to keep going. Drop in the comments challenges that you've seen during the school year. Even if you don't go to school no more, like my best friend Momo. What were your challenges when you were going to school? What are the challenges of your nieces and nephews or your kids or the people, your neighbor that you know need what I have to offer? Who do you know that can benefit from being patched? Who do you know? 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 Share the live, tag them, drop it in the chat. Peace. Take care.